It's Week 6 of the National Football League.
And coming up, we'll see the electric Jayden Daniels.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Commanders and the Ravens next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Throwing right away is Daniels. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for them. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw is Daniels. And complete to Zach Ertz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. 4 catches, 66 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be...
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jayden Daniels with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
No.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays and was polished off by the touchdown run from
By the way, I booked that 20 minutes. I've only got
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
I've got 20 minutes.
You don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From just shy of midfield, here's second and a yard. In motion, Aguilar. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And some room to maneuver. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. In motion, Aguilar. They go play action with Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
Now Daniels. Flushed out right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Sliding out of the pocket. And yet again, it's McLaurin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Daniels looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Daniels rolling to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To the air goes Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
It was all right.
So we have reached halftime here, and we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
That's fine.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3
I'm
here.
terrified for
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our scores. We are back underway on EA
Put it
Sports.
this way. At my school,
And he won't quite make
when you're
it to
not
the
in
25.
history,
The Ravens
you're
offense had
panicking.
Lamar Jackson
You're
set to
in
take over once
history.
again. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I made cookies right before school, so it's a little better.
Jackson options out left. There he goes left side. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 60 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
The Commanders' offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field, and he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now it's the backup Mariota. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try to throw now. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Marcus Mariota, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
Alrighty then.
Slot man moves right.
Like, that means, like, someone got 3 touchdowns.
From the gun on
like
3rd down, Jackson. Pass
So,
taken in by his big tight end.
yeah.
Big strides, look at him go. Mark Andrews. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 67 yards. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now a 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw Mariota. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now Jackson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
At the 4-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Here comes 2nd down. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Throwing. Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Jackson. Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, the fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mariota here to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now Mariota. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Forced out to his left.
And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Steps away to his left. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Mariota to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Mariota. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Commanders,
their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
Yeah. Ooh, I gotta go. It's 11 o'clock. Anyway, let me talk to you probably tomorrow. Yep. Adios.